Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on online content creators to create jobs for others, saying, "The digital media is now a central driver of economic growth," while emphasizing that the youths are no longer waiting to be invited into the future, that they are already building the future. Details of the president's statement as made available in a news release signed by the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, on Friday reads verbatim below. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Friday called on young Nigerians active in the digital media space to harness their platforms as instruments of national progress. He urged them to build businesses that create employment, produce content that reflects unifying values, and serve as positive catalysts for societal development. He emphasized the critical importance of verifying information before amplifying it. At the opening of the Progressives Digital Media Summit, themed, "Unveiling the Critical Role of New Media in National Development," President Tinubu said, "Your generation has recognized this moment. You are using digital tools to innovate, educate, and demand accountability. But as your influence grows, so must our collective sense of purpose and responsibility. I urge you to continue using digital platforms to advance our nation's progress. Build businesses that employ others. Create content that uplifts and unites. Use your influence to foster unity, not division." He commended the creativity and resilience of Nigeria's youth as he described digital media as a driving force of economic and social transformation. "It is no longer merely an accessory to life," he said. "From developing innovative platforms to building vibrant online communities, you are demonstrating the determination that is redefining what is possible for this country. You are not waiting for the future, you are building it." Digital media is now a central driver of economic growth, civic engagement, and social change. It broadens representation for those previously unheard. The president said his administration is committed to supporting digital innovation through the National Digital Innovation Fund and policies that promote a thriving startup ecosystem. However, he warned practitioners to remain vigilant against disinformation and cyber threats. Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Bajabiamila, praised digital media practitioners who have consistently stood up for Nigeria and projected the nation positively on the global stage. "You are the vanguard of a reborn Nigeria, determined to reach for the stars." Under President Tinubu's leadership, our nation has begun its long-delayed march toward greatness. "The road may be challenging, but it is necessary," he stated. In a goodwill message, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, highlighted the significance of the summit. He noted that lessons from recent elections in countries like the US and Germany underscore how digital media have become crucial battlegrounds, beyond mere entertainment, for shaping poll outcomes. However, social media is not a fair battleground. As a public square, it is often chaotic and unregulated. Users frequently disregard rules. Divisive content is rampant. Deepfakes and AI-generated content are increasingly used against political opponents. Posts are driven by clicks, not truth or accuracy. Misinformation spreads 5 times faster than official corrections. Onanuga observed. He expressed optimism that the summit would address these challenges, focusing on strategies to combat fake news and misinformation. The summit convener, Shegun Dada, Special Assistant to the President on New Media, emphasized that in less than a decade, digital media has evolved from a tool of personal connection into a powerful engine for communication, innovation, and influence. He stressed the importance of harnessing this force for the good of Nigeria while managing inherent risks such as privacy concerns and threats to social cohesion.
It is a privilege to address you at this important digital media summit. The theme of this gathering, unveiling the central role of new media in national development, captures the spirit of our times and that of our nation. Across Nigeria, we are witnessing a surge of creativity and ambition as young Nigerians harness digital media to share their voices and shape our society. From developing new platforms to building vibrant online communities, you are demonstrating ingenuity and a commitment to progress that is redefining what is possible for this country. You are that possibility. You are not waiting to be invited into the future. You are building the future. New media is no longer an accessory to our national life. It is fast becoming a central driver of economic growth, civic engagement, and social change. It is creating opportunities for millions of young people, reducing conventional barriers to participation in politics, and enabling broader representation of those who would previously have gone unheard. Your generation has understood this moment. You are using digital tools to innovate, to educate, and to demand accountability. But as this influence grows, so too must our collective sense of purpose and responsibility. I urge you to continue using digital platforms as instruments of national progress, but you should build business that employ others, create content that uplift those around you, use your influence to foster unity and not division. We are in a world where disinformation spread easily. Verify before you amplify, please. Let the digital space reflect the value that binds us together as a people. Honestly, compassionate, discipline, and patriotism. Patriotism is not about slogans and political theater. It is about what we contribute to the common good. Every gap and every app you design, every story you tell, every brand you build is a statement to the world about who we are and what we stand for as a nation. This administration understands the importance of this new frontier. That is why we are making strategic investments in digital infrastructure and broadband expansion. We are committed to ensuring that access to the internet is not a privilege for the few, but a right enjoyed by all Nigerians. We are also supporting innovation through the National Digital Innovation Fund and nurturing the startup ecosystem with policies that promote growth and reduce unnecessary regulation. We will not lose focus on cybersecurity. Every Nigerian has the right to be protected in both the physical and digital domains. And you are the young people of this country. You remain most important, the most important investment. You are of a nation. Your ideas, your energy, and your commitment to national development are among Nigerians' greatest assets. So I challenge you to use your platforms not only for self-expression, anger, or retaliation, but for problem solving, to build solutions that addresses our nation's needs, to mentor others as we grow, and to promote digital literacy and accountability in every corner of our society. Let your leadership be defined by integrity. Let your digital footprint reflect the best of our nation. Let your actions speak of a generation that did not wait for permission to lead. Step forward with your courage and with clarity. Nigeria's path to prosperity will be shaped by many forces. Make yours inclusive and relevant. But none will be more positive than the choices made by those who dare to imagine and who possesses the skill to build. Just imagine the WAFCONs, our great female footballers. They were down 2-0 before halftime. Ordinary soul, unless one would have given up. But they came up with perseverance, determination, and consistency. To bring the glory to the entire nation. So let us move forward together like they did. Let your creativity continue to inspire. Let your enterprise create opportunity. And yet, your example show this generation is not only ready for the future, but ready to lead the future. I pray, may your work be guided by wisdom. May your voices will lift others. And may your generation be remembered not just for its potential, for the full achievements of the reality of our time. God bless you all.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.
In line with the requirements of the ceasefire deal reached on Monday night in Malaysia, the military commanders in the three areas along the Thailand-Cambodia border have met on Tuesday, with a resolution that both sides will halt the movements of troops and enforce the ceasefire agreement while waiting till August 4, 2025 for the outcome of the General Border Committee (GBC) meeting to be held, before they will know the next line of action to be taken, which could be to evacuate troops out of the area or continue the war based on the aftermath of the GBC meeting agreed to be hosted by Cambodia next week Monday. The ceasefire mediator, who is the ASEAN chair and Malaysia Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim, who is currently in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia for ASEAN meeting, said in a post via his personal verified X social media account on Tuesday that, as the ASEAN chair, Malaysia has emerged to lead efforts in reconciling Cambodia and Thailand, two neighboring countries that were nearly drawn into a more devastating conflict, adding, with the active involvement of China and the United States, we successfully achieved an immediate and unconditional ceasefire agreements. This is proof that diplomacy must guide our efforts to realize peace and resolute leadership. while stating in his earlier post after the ceasefire agreement was reached, that the ceasefire agreement is a concrete proof of the strength of ASEAN diplomacy, rooted in consensus, negotiation, and humanitarian principles. The Office of the Prime Minister of Malaysia, in a press statement published on its website, stated that, on behalf of the Malaysian government and ASEAN, I must express my deep appreciation and gratitude to both my close friends and associates, the Prime Minister of Cambodia, Samdech Hun Mane, and the Acting Prime Minister of Thailand, Phumtham Wechayoi, for not only being present, gracious enough to participate in very frank discussions, very passionate about securing peace, and due to their efforts and participation, we have seen very positive developmental results that would all go well for Cambodia and Thailand and for ASEAN. The government of Malaysia, Cambodia and Thailand issue this joint press release following the special meeting chaired, hosted and witnessed by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim in Putrajaya and participated by Cambodia's Prime Minister Samdech Mohabawatibadai Hun Mane and Thailand's Acting Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayoi, and co-organized by the United States of America with the active participation of the People's Republic of China, to promote a peaceful resolution to the ongoing situation. PM Hun Mane and Acting PM Phumtham Wechayoi have expressed the positions and willingness for immediate ceasefire and return to normalcy. The United States President, Donald J. Trump, has been in contact with the leaders of both countries, urging the leaders to find peaceful solution to the conflict. The Chinese side has kept close contact with Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and relevant countries, to actively promote dialogue, ceasefire, and restoring peace. The presence and collaboration of all parties underscore a shared commitment to peace, dialogue, and regional stability. Both Cambodia and Thailand reached a common understanding, as follows: an immediate and unconditional ceasefire, with effect from 2400 hours, local time, midnight on the 28th of July 2025, tonight. This is a vital first step towards de-escalation and the restoration of peace and security. To convene informal meeting of regional commanders, Regional Military 1 and 2 on the Thai side and Regional Military 4 and 5 of the Cambodian side, at 7 o'clock hours on the 29th of July 2025, which means tomorrow morning, and followed by meeting with the defense attaches led by the Chair of ASEAN, if both sides agreed, and to convene a meeting of the General Border Committee, GBC, on the 4th of August 2025, to be hosted by Cambodia. As the current chair of ASEAN, Malaysia stands ready to coordinate and observe a team to verify and ensure its implementation. Malaysia will also consult with fellow ASEAN member states to participate in the observation effort. Reflecting a regional commitment to supporting peace on the ground, both sides also agreed to resume direct communications between both prime ministers, foreign ministers, and defense ministers. The foreign ministers and defense ministers of Malaysia, Cambodia, and Thailand have been instructed to develop a detailed mechanism for the implementation, verification, and reporting of the ceasefire. This mechanism will serve as a foundation for sustained peace and accountability. The meeting reaffirms the shared resolve of Malaysia, Cambodia, and Thailand to uphold the principles of international law, peaceful coexistence, and multilateral cooperation in the pursuit of a just and lasting resolution to the situation. Thank you. May I invite now Prime Minister Hun Mane. Cambodia Prime Minister Samdech Mohabawatibadai Hun Mane. Thank you, Prime Minister Anwar. Excellency Prime Minister of Malaysia and rotating chair of ASEANS, Acting Prime Minister of Thailand Phumtham Wechayoi, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a very good meeting and very good results, that hope to stop immediately the fighting that have caused many life loss, injuries, and also caused a lot of displacement of people. We have about a total of 300,000 both sides of refugees, 140,000 on Cambodian side, 160,000 on Thailand side. We hope that the solutions that Prime Minister Anwar just announced will set a condition for moving forward for our bilateral discussion to return to normalcies of the relationship and as a foundation for future de-escalation of forces. In this sense, I'd like to express my thanks to Prime Minister of Malaysia, Anwar Ibrahim for hosting this urgent and timely meeting, as well as his effort and personal initiative to mediate an immediate ceasefire between Cambodia and Thailand on 24 of July 2025. I also extended my deep appreciation to President Donald Trump for his decisive mediation on the 26th of July 2025. Cambodia values the effort of the United States and thanks its government for organizing this crucial meeting in support of peace. I wish also to thank the government of China for Republic of China for their effort and also participating in this process in order to achieve the positive outcome that we have today. I also thank you Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayai for his positive role in constructive dialogue that we had today, that leading to the agreement which will lead to the stop of fighting immediately starting from tonight and open ways for our engagement between military to military from tomorrow morning, starting with the regional commanders meeting at 7 o'clock in the morning, and also there's a possibilities of engagement after the representative from the ASEAN's attaches led by our ASEAN chairs country, Malaysia, with the approval of both sides after our meeting. And also we will have the GBC meeting between led by the Ministers of Defense, which will set a good platform for more discussion to return to normalcies. So I have once again appreciated the outcome, and we hope that, and I confidently believe that the result that we have today will provide a lot of opportunities for hundreds of thousands of people on both sides to return to normalcy and the stop of fighting between our two countries, and the time to start rebuilding trust and confidence and cooperation going forward between Cambodia and Thailand. And thank you again, Prime Minister Anwar. Thank you, Prime Minister Phumtham, who has been here and very supportive. I invite you Phumtham Wechayai to then say a few words. Acting Prime Minister of Thailand Phumtham Wechayai. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Prime Minister Anwar, the government of China and President Trump for your good view and concern. Today's outcome reflects Thailand's desire for peaceful resolution, while continuing to protect our sovereignty and the life of our people. We agree to ceasefire with assurance measure that it will be carried out successfully in good faith by both sides. Thank you very much. The press statement made available by the Office of the Prime Minister of Malaysia ends in quotes. Royal Thai Army, in a number of press releases between Monday and Tuesday, said that commanders of military units in all three Thai-Cambodia border areas mutually agree on a ceasefire and prohibition of troop movements while awaiting the GBC meeting on the 4th of August 2025. Major General Wintai Subari, Army spokesperson, revealed the results of the meeting and discussions between military unit commanders in the Thai-Cambodia border areas held today, the 29th of July 2025, at 10 a.m. in all three areas as follows. The meeting and discussions between the 1st Army Area and Cambodian Military Region 5 were held at the Klong Luek Permanent Border Crossing, Aranyaprathet District, Sa Kaeo Province, led by the Commanding General of the 1st Army Area. Both sides agreed to refrain from troop movements to avoid suspicion while awaiting the results of the GBC meeting on the 4th of August 2025, and to allow leaders at each level to communicate directly when necessary. The meeting and discussions between the 2nd Army Area and Cambodian Military Region 4 were held at the Chong Jom Border Crossing, Kap Chong District, Surin Province, led by the Commanding General of the 2nd Army Area. The discussion points included immediate cessation of firing, prohibition of using force or weapons against civilians, refraining from reinforcing troops and prohibiting troop movements that may cause misunderstanding, as well as facilitating the return of wounded and deceased from the clashes. Both sides mutually agreed and established area-level coordination teams to jointly resolve immediate problems and prevent recurrence. The meeting and discussions between the Chanthaburi and Trat Border Defense Command, CTBDC, and Cambodian Military Region 3 conducted through the online system, led by the commander of the Chanthaburi and Trat Border Defense Command. The meeting conclusions were in line with those in the 1st Army Area. Additionally, the Army spokesperson stated that the situation along the border has successfully maintained a ceasefire since before the meetings in all three areas. Major General Wintai Subari, Army spokesperson, revealed that, on the 29th of July 2025, at 10:30 a.m., regarding the meetings and discussions between area-level military unit commanders of both countries, it has been reported that the areas under the responsibility of the 1st Army Area, namely Barafa Task Force and the Chanthaburi and Trad Border Defense Command, CTBDC, have successfully conducted meetings with the Cambodian side. As for the area under the 2nd Army Area, Suranari Task Force, coordination is currently underway to determine a suitable date and time for both parties, therefore, no discussions have taken place at this time. The Royal Thai Army will provide further information if the detailed results of the discussions show any progress. The 2nd Army Area detains surrendering Cambodian soldiers and upholds humanitarian principles in care and medical treatment of wounded personnel. Today, the 29th of July 2025, Major General Wintai Subari, Army spokesperson, disclosed that the 2nd Army Area has reported the results of detaining 18 Cambodian soldiers following the clash incident in Samtai Area, Kantharalak District, Sisaket Province. The incident occurred after the Cambodian side employed heavy weapons and indirect fire weapons, firing into Thai territory. The Thai side subsequently deployed the Cavalry Battalion Task Force to conduct counter-operations and clear Cambodian positions. During these operations, several Cambodian soldiers surrendered without displaying any threatening posture or behavior toward the Thai side. The unit proceeded to disarm and detain them according to proper procedures, strictly adhering to international humanitarian principles. The detainees comprise 18 personnel, 1 second lieutenant, 2 master sergeant second class, 12 sergeant, 2 corporal, and 1 lance corporal. Among them, 1 person sustained injuries, Sergeant Momriti, who suffered gunshot wounds to the right hip and left arm. The Thai side subsequently arranged for his surgical treatment at the hospital. Additionally, 2 fatalities were discovered in the area. Currently, all Cambodian soldiers remain under detention at a secure location within the 2nd Army Area, where basic care provisions have been arranged, including clothing, food, drinking water, and medical treatment as necessary. Care is provided in accordance with international military standards of practice and adheres to international humanitarian principles. Subsequently, relevant procedural processes will be implemented. Regarding the deceased, the Thai side will proceed to repatriate the remains of the fallen according to international standards of practice for the dignified treatment of war dead. The Royal Thai Army continues to uphold human rights principles, international humanitarian law, and the obligations of Thailand under the Geneva Conventions regarding the proper treatment of enemy soldiers and the deceased. The 2nd Army Area reported that the Cambodian side violated the ceasefire agreement, with disturbances and weapon attacks found in multiple areas. The Thai side therefore responded accordingly to the situation. Regarding the meeting between military unit leaders in the area, the Army spokesperson revealed that efforts to proceed with the meeting continue. The Royal Thai Army received a report from the 2nd Army Area regarding the situation along the Thai-Cambodia border. After the Thai side complied with the ceasefire agreement after 2,400 hours and closely monitored and tracked the frontline situation, military units in the area reported Cambodian military operations in multiple incidents throughout the night until this morning. Disturbances and the use of supporting weapons firing into Thai territory were found in several areas, including Chongbok area, Chonganma area, Samtay area, Prasattarkwai area, and Phu Ma Hua area. The Thai side responded to the situation by deploying frontline forces and using supporting weapons to suppress the Cambodian military operations. Regarding this case, Major General Wintai Subari, Army spokesperson, issued a statement that, following the joint agreement reached between the Thai government and the Cambodian government to cease military combat along the border area, effective from 2,400 hours on the 28th of July 2025, to create an opportunity for a peaceful atmosphere, reduce tensions, and promote cooperation between neighboring countries. The Royal Thai Army clarified that the Thai side strictly complied with the said agreement by implementing a ceasefire in the Thai-Cambodia border area immediately upon the designated time with sincere intentions and firm adherence to the mutual commitment agreed upon by both governments. However, it is deeply regrettable that at the designated time, the Thai side continued to detect that the Cambodian side had used weapons to attack Thai territory at multiple points, which constitutes a deliberate violation of the agreement with the intention of destroying the system of mutual trust. The Royal Thai Army therefore condemns such actions, and the Thai side finds it necessary to implement appropriate retaliatory measures under the legitimate right of self-defense. The Royal Thai Army affirms that the Thai side did not use military force for aggression but to defend against encroachment and maintain national sovereignty under international rules. Additionally, the Army spokesperson disclosed regarding the scheduled meeting between military unit leaders of both sides, which was planned to be held this morning, that efforts continue to proceed with discussions between military leaders of both countries. It is currently known that the time has been adjusted to 10 o'clock hours, and other details will be disclosed again. Today, the 29th of July 2025, at 11:45 a.m., the Royal Thai Army received reports of personnel casualties from combat on the 28th of July 2025, totaling 3 individuals as follows. 1. Master Sergeant First Class Thierry Atsijuj from the 3rd Infantry Battalion, 13th Infantry Brigade. 2. Sergeant First Class Aparom Songput from the 3rd Infantry Battalion, 8th Infantry Brigade. 3. Private Thierry Krajangthong from the 2nd Air Defense Regiment, 2nd Air Defense Brigade. The Royal Thai Army pays tribute to the personnel who lost their lives in the performance of the duty to protect national sovereignty, and it will provide the best care for the rights and welfare of the families and descendants of these brave soldiers in honor of their sacrifice. As of the 24th of July 2025, there have been a total of 14 personnel casualties. Meanwhile, the Cambodia Ministry of National Defense has rejected the allegations made by a spokesperson for the Royal Thai Army, who accused Cambodian forces of continuing to open fire despite the agreed ceasefire. Speaking at a press briefing, Ministry spokesperson Maili Sokita said the Royal Cambodian Armed Forces, RCAF, have been strictly implementing the ceasefire agreement made between the two countries' leaders. We strongly reject the claims made by the Thai military spokesperson, who alleged gunfire exchanges and violations of the ceasefire agreement, she said. Cambodian forces have strictly implemented, and will continue to strictly implement, the Army Command's instructions and the ceasefire agreement, which took effect at midnight, she added. A statement made available by the Office of the Prime Minister of Cambodia indicated that the Cambodian PM says there's no time to rest despite ceasefire. Prime Minister Samdech Mohabova Thapade Hun Mane said this morning that he cannot rest, even though the frontline situation has eased following the ceasefire that took effect at midnight, in accordance with the agreement reached between Cambodia and Thailand at the special meeting in Malaysia yesterday. In a post on his social media platform, Samdech Thapade said that many critical tasks lie ahead, including monitoring the situation on the ground, supporting frontline forces, implementing appropriate policies for wounded and fallen soldiers, assisting hundreds of thousands of displaced people, and addressing the large-scale return of Cambodian workers from Thailand. He added that his top priority in recent days has been to find a swift solution to end the fighting in order to save lives, both military and civilian, in the conflict zones. The sooner the fighting stops, the sooner the affected people, especially the displaced, can return to their homes and resume their livelihoods, he wrote. At a time when the nation and our people are facing hardship, I may look a little older because of the gray hairs, he joked. Even if I look older and feel a little less strong than I did 10 years ago, my determination to face these challenges remains unwavering. Let's wait until the army and people are safe, and the country has returned to peace. Then it won't be too late to dye my hair. Samdech Hakamoha Senar Pade Teko Hun Sen, President of the Senate of Cambodia, has praised the ceasefire initiative of US President Donald Trump, stressing that the achievement of the remarkable initiative has saved the lives of tens of thousands of people from the Cambodia-Thailand war. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to His Excellency, President Donald Trump, for his visionary initiative in creating a ceasefire and peace between Cambodia and Thailand. This initiative is a tremendous achievement that has helped save countless lives in both Cambodia and Thailand, he said in a Facebook post last night. The Senate President also thanked the Malaysian Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim, who helped organize the meeting venue and facilitated this ceasefire agreement. This ceasefire and peace agreement is yielding positive and effective results, he emphasized. Moreover, Samdech Teko Hun Sen extended his gratitude to China for its support, as well as to all friendly nations that have endorsed this ceasefire agreement. I also wish to thank the people of Cambodia and Thailand, along with both nations' armed forces, for their steadfast support of this peace process, he concluded. Cambodia Ministry of Information reported that the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training said approximately 203,706 Cambodian workers returned from Thailand between July 24 and July 27, 2025. Notably, 120,438 Cambodians returned just yesterday. Today, more than 150,000 additional workers are expected to return from Thailand to Cambodia. Over this 5-day period, nearly 400,000 Cambodian workers will have returned. If the fighting continues, even more are likely to come back. We had reported that the Royal Thai Army and the Cambodia National Ministry of Defense have both denied firing the 10 projectiles that destroyed civilian houses and properties at Emerald Triangle, a city in Laos, on Thursday, just as both government establishments confirmed early in the morning on Sunday that fighting continued through Saturday night to Sunday morning night despite President Donald Trump of the United States' U.S. statement on Saturday that he has spoken on phone with both the Prime Minister of Cambodia and the acting Prime Minister of Thailand, asking the two parties to agree on immediate ceasefire and failure to do so. According to Trump, U.S. will not make any business deal with both countries. In his words, Trump said, "We happen to be, by coincidence, currently dealing on trade with both countries, but do not want to make any deal with either country if they are fighting, and I have told them so. The call with Thailand is being made momentarily. The call with Cambodia has ended, but expect a call back regarding war stoppage and ceasefire based on what Thailand has to say. I am trying to simplify a complex situation. Many people are being killed in this war, but it very much reminds me of the conflict between Pakistan and India, which was brought to a successful halt. We had reported that Asia is apparently becoming a continent of war as hope of achieving peace in the continent appeared slim since 2023 when fresh wars broke out in the Middle East Asia after Hamas attacked Israel, forcing Israel to launch a multi-front wars in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Iran and Yemen. This occurred as Russia, that has parts of its territory in Asia, had in 2022 launched a full-scale war against its neighboring European country, Ukraine, which the multiple wars have led to millions of deaths, with many in the world expecting an end soon. But, while many in the world hoped for permanent end to the deadly wars, another fresh war broke out during the week on Thursday in the Southeast Asia between Cambodia and Thailand after soldiers from Royal Thai Army of 14th Infantry Battalion on Wednesday stepped on a landmine at Huaibon, Chongan Ma, Nam Yuen District, Uban Ratchathani Province, within the Thai-Cambodia border area, causing severe injury to one Thailand soldier while 4 other soldiers sustained some level of injuries, making the acting Prime Minister of Thailand, Phumtham Wechayoi, to recall the country's ambassador from Phnom Penh and expelled Cambodia's ambassador to Thailand, leading to heavy military confrontations starting next day morning, which, Cambodian news agency on Saturday reported that tens of thousands of innocent Cambodians, including children, pregnant women, and the elderly, have been forced to flee the military aggression along the border areas, including Preah Vihear, Oda Meanchey, and Persit, and the Royal Thai Army also on Saturday released a video of its men hoisting the Thai flag at a location and stated that the Thai national flag was raised atop Phu Makwea, following Thai military operations to assault and seize the Phu Makwea area, where it said the Cambodian forces had been heavily positioned, adding that the area was successfully captured during the evening of war on Friday, while the Prime Minister of Thailand, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, is currently on suspension, blamed the cause of the war on alleged powerful criminals in Cambodia, saying, the conflict stems from the Thai government's efforts to crack down on call center crimes, dismantling a network of immense financial interests linked to influential groups in Cambodia. Notwithstanding, the Prime Minister of Cambodia, Samdech Mahaborwa Thapade Hun Mane, in a statement called on Cambodians not to attack businesses and citizens of Thailand living in Cambodia, adding that, after the Prime Minister of Malaysia and the rotating chairman of ASEAN, Anwar Ibrahim, intervened in the matter on Thursday, both countries agreed to a ceasefire slated to start on Friday by 12 a.m., but, an hour after Malaysia Prime Minister told him that Thailand has agreed to the ceasefire, Thailand rescinded its decision and continued military actions against Cambodia, and the Cambodia Ministry of National Defense spokesperson, Lieutenant General Maili Sokita, in an operational updates on Saturday, said that Thailand has continued to expand its military, including its infantry forces, heavy weaponry into Cambodia territory.
WAFCON Media, bringing you the news in a more digital way.
Nigeria on Monday staged an uncommon welcoming ceremony to appreciate and celebrate the country women football team, who may be apparently correct to be described as winning queens of Africa, as they landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja after the Super Falcons of Nigeria defeated the host Lionesses of Morocco by 3-2 in a breathtaking and thrilling final football match held in Rabat, the capital city of Morocco, on Saturday, marking the 10th triumph of the Super Falcons on the continental stage after the previous triumphs in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, consecutively in 1998, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2016, 2018 and recently for the 2024 Africa Continental Women Tournaments. Many top government officials, most especially governors and ministers like the Governors of Kaduna, Uba Sani, Governor of Kwara, AbdulRahman, AbdulRazaq and Imho State, Hope Uzodimma, gathered for hours at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, waiting the Super Queens of Africa to arrive, and after welcoming the women football icons home, the governors led the amazing stars of Africa to the West Africa country's presidential villa known as Aso Rock, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu conferred on the 24 Super Falcons football players and the 11-member technical team the National Honors Awards of Officer of the Order of Niger, OON, and gifted them houses each in Abuja with $100,000 each for the 24 women players, which total sum is approximately equivalent to 3.6 billion nairas based on 1,500 nairas exchange rate to a dollar, pegged by the president for the 2025 financial year in the country. And in addition, the president gifted the 11-member technical team of the Super Falcons $50,000 each, which approximately represent a total of 825 million nairas, bringing the total cash gift to 4,425 million nairas. During the presentation, President Bola Ahmed said he never wanted to watch the match because he did not want to have high blood pressure, adding that the Super Falcons kept him hungrier, as his wife, the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, was at the kitchen preparing his food while watching the match, emphasizing, the First Lady almost abandoned his dinner because of the football match, and the Super Falcons on Monday could be seen singing, praising and dancing with the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, by thus reversing the negativity of the popular viral song of "Nah Your Mama Be This" to "Nah Our Mama Be This," to accept the First Lady as the mother of all in the nation, which could be recalled that, earlier in the year, specifically, in the month of March, The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, was at the Dome Event Center in Asaba in Delta State as part of her Renewed Hope Initiative project, and during her visit, a video clip of Nigeria nursing students rejecting the First Lady as the mother of all in the nation went viral and became a popular song that was remixed by many to their desired tastes and lyrics. After the viral clip showed, the event's master of ceremony had introduced Oluremi Tinubu as everyone's mother, a common title for first ladies in the country. The nursing students refused to accept the designation, and when the MC declared, "Na our mama be this," translated as, "This is our mother," the students responded in unison, "Na your mama be this," translated as, "This is your mother," signaling their rejection of the title. According to Bayo Onanuga, the spokesperson to the Nigeria president on media, President Bola Tinubu has conferred national honors on all 24 players and the 11-member technical team of Nigeria's senior women's national football team, the Super Falcons, following their historic victory at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, in Morocco. At the presidential reception held in their honor, President Tinubu awarded each player and technical crew member the title of Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON. He also directed the allocation of one 3-bedroom apartment to each player and technical crew member in the government's Renewed Hope housing scheme. The president approved a cash award of the Naira equivalent of $100,000 to each of the 24 players, and $50,000 equivalent to each technical team member. You have inspired millions, especially young girls who now see proof that the dreams are valid and achievable. You have inspired me, too. And it's great for a nation to have assets that are the hope of today, tomorrow, and the day after. You represent that hope, you ignited that hope, and we will continue to encourage you, the next generation, and other generations after you, President Tinubu said amid cheers from the jubilant team. The president recounted the emotional moments of the final match, noting how the team's performance lifted the nation's spirits and united Nigerians from all walks of life. Your victory represents more than a sporting accomplishment. It is a triumph of courage, determination, discipline, and consistency. Honestly, I didn't want to watch the match. I didn't want to have high blood pressure, but people came in and turned my TV on that channel. When it was 2-0, I got very offended and restless. But I was still watching with the spirit of resilience, determination, and courage. And after that penalty, my strength was lifted, and I believe that of the nation was lifted too. But you almost made me angrier, hungrier, because your mother, the First Lady, was in the kitchen, nearly abandoning my dinner. She doesn't watch the game except when the girls are playing. And at the end of the final whistle, it was joy all over the country, he said. The president assured the team of his administration's continued support and commitment to sports development, pledging that the government would invest further in women's football and youth talent development across the country. Your story is a story of hope, and in this era of renewed hope, we celebrate you not just as champions of Africa, but as champions of the Nigerian dream. In a further show of appreciation, the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, Governor AbdulRahman AbdulRazaq, also announced a donation of 10 million Nairas to each of the players and technical team members on behalf of the 36 state governors. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, described the Super Falcons as role models and shining examples of courage and excellence. She congratulated the team for their exceptional performance and unwavering spirit, describing their journey as a testament to resilience, teamwork, and determination. You played with passion, confidence, and an unshakable belief in yourselves, that it is not over until it is over. The zeal you displayed on the pitch was nothing short of inspirational. You never wavered and reminded the world why Nigeria remains a powerhouse in African women's football. The First Lady prayed for the team's continued success and shared an earlier conversation with President Tinubu about the team's bright future as world champions. I told Mr. President this morning that you were going on to win the World Cup, and he thought I was too ambitious. But Ajibade, the team captain, just seconded that, and that is possible, he said. Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade said the victory was for the team and for every Nigerian girl who dreams of achieving greatness. Today, I stand before you not just as the captain of the Super Falcons, but as a proud daughter of Nigeria, carrying the dreams, resilience, and spirit of our great nation, she said. On behalf of my teammates, coaches, and technical staff, I express our heartfelt gratitude for this warm reception and the unwavering belief you have shown in us. Emphasizing the significance of the 10th WAFCON title, the team captain said, "This victory is not just a trophy. It is a testament to the unyielding spirit of Nigeria. It is a celebration of every young girl in our villages, towns, and cities who dares to dream. This 10th title is for you, Mr. President, for Nigerians, for Super Falcons, and for every young child who believes and dreams to be on this stage someday." Ajibade called for continued support from the government and stakeholders to elevate Nigeria's global standing in women's football. Chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Dikko, described the team's victory as a symbol of national unity, inspiration, and the triumph of belief, courage, and excellence. Dikko credited President Tinubu's administration with investing in sports development and women's empowerment. The Super Falcons' triumph is a fruit of your unwavering support for sports and women. You have always believed that sports can unite us, heal us, and uplift our spirits as one of the major drivers of the economy. And today, we have seen it happen, he stated. He commended the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for her constant support for our women in sports. This win goes beyond sports. It is a powerful symbol of our national unity and cohesion. In those 90 minutes, Nigerians everywhere from the north, south, east and west held their breath, prayed together, cheered the team, and finally celebrated together. That is the power of sports, and indeed the power of our women in sports, he said. In an earlier press release on Sunday, Bayo Onanuga said, President Bola Tinubu has expressed his delight at the Super Falcons' spectacular victory at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, stating that he eagerly looks forward to receiving the trophy in Abuja. In a post-match video call with team captain Rasheedat Ajibade, her teammates, and Nigerian officials, President Tinubu congratulated the team on securing a record 10th continental title and lifting the nation's spirits. "I am very, very proud of you. The entire nation is proud of you. You have lifted our spirits. You are a pride to your generation and we are all very happy. You will be celebrated, and I congratulate all the coaches and management of the team, including the ministers and the officials," he said. The president extended his best regards to Rasheedat Ajibade, who emerged as the tournament's most valuable player and clinched the Woman of the Tournament award. He also praised Esther Okoronkwo's composure during a crucial moment in the final, describing her 64th minute penalty kick, which sparked a dramatic comeback, as very courageous. Okoronkwo created the second goal and delivered the decisive free kick that Jennifer Ekegini converted to seal Nigeria's 3-2 victory. "Safe journey home. Enjoy yourselves, avoid injuries, God bless you," the president told the jubilant players and officials, who repeatedly interjected with, "Thank you, Mr. President." Responding on behalf of the team, Ajibade thanked the president for approving the full payment of players' allowances. She assured him the team was eager to present him with the WAFCON trophy in Abuja. The lively exchange ended with a spirited rendition of the national anthem and three thunderous Bosa cheers for the president.
Honestly, I didn't want to watch tonight. I didn't want high blood pressure. But our people came in and turned my TV on to that channel. When it was 2-0, I got very offended and restless. But I was there still watching. The indomitable spirit of resilience, determination, and courage. And after that penalty, and I saw a true one, my spirit was lifted. And I believe that of the nation, too was lifted. But what you almost did was get me hungrier, because your mother was in the kitchen almost abandoning my dinner. The game that he doesn't really watch, except the girls are the one playing. And she came running, we have won. I said, you are not yet won. And at the end of the final whistle, it was all excitement all over the country.
WAFCON Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way. WAFCON Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.